Hello and welcome to Quad Shot Podcast, episode number 6. Now you're probably wondering, where the fuck have these two idiots been, and what have they been doing, and why hasn't there been any podcasts? We have all those answers for you here today, and more. Let's start it off with a brew.
A brew, cheers, brother.
Yep.
We're back, episode 6. Quad Shot Podcast, we're back.
So, Roan's home, he's got a mullet. Things have changed. It's
A
good.
lot of change. Change is good, though. Depends how you look at it, right?
This is good.
Come on.
What we have here today, the way I kind of want to start this off is we have a new segment.
Yep. So
Don't
now,
we?
yep. So today, in every podcast from here on out, this is episode 6 of Quad Shot Podcast. We're going to be doing a Buzz of the Day segment.
Buzz
all
of the
right?
day. Okay, so
To really keep you guys entertained, keep it relevant, keep it just kind of,
well,
open-ended here.
why we are incorporating this is because, one, Buzz of the day. We want you guys on spindrifts. We want you on coffee.
We want guys brew. So these are
yerba mate, whatever you got.
caffeine,
what are these?
baby.
What are these?
These are Quad Shot hot lattes.
Quad Shot,
from
right.
the Sparrow. That's 4 shots of espresso, guys. All right.
We went whole.
Whole milk.
Okay.
Whole milk. Keep it whole. Keep it wholesome.
So basically, what the
Keep
buzz
it high and tight.
what the Buzz of the Day segment is we are going to start every episode off with it, and we're going to read a quote. Whether that be a quote that we came up with, like me or Ronan,
Yep.
or a quote that we read somewhere and we resonated with,
And then we can kind of give our perspective on that, and
we're going to talk about it.
And I think hopefully it will pique some of y'all's interest out there.
Yep.
And just it can be. It doesn't even have to be a quote, but most likely it'll be a quote from somewhere or from one of us. If not, it could be a news story that really resonates with us, or it's a huge news story on the news.
Yep.
But we want to focus on things that are positive and uplifting.
Yes. So quotes, basically like small things that really don't have anything to do with the episode, but it's the Buzz of the Day segment. So we throw it in there in the beginning of the episode.
And
Kinda
it starts us off.
It's just it's a segue into the episode.
Yep.
We thought it'd be fun, and we love the name Buzz of the Day.
Buzz of the Day, because it's Quad Shot Podcast, and Quad Shot stands for Quad, 4 shots of espresso.
Yep.
And then Buzz of the Day, right? We're buzzing off 4 shots of espresso. So kind of goes with our brand a little bit,
yeah.
about Quad Shot. So
anyways, let's get into the Buzz of the Day segment.
let's get into our Buzz of the Day segment here on episode 6 of Quad Shot Podcast.
Buzz of the Day.
And
Today,
we have
I'm
a
bringing you guys a quote.
Yep.
The source. Let me go here. We're gonna source our quote here. I got this from David Goggins' "Can't Hurt Me." Okay,
Audiobook?
I listened to it on Audible.
It's an audiobook, though, right?
Audiobook.
Yep.
So it's good. Audible's great because you pay a subscription and you get credits every month, and then you can buy the books that you like. I know I absorb information better listening to it
Than actually reading.
rather than reading.
Interesting.
I find myself I have to go back and read.
Yeah.
But anyways, this quote is from that book, Can't Hurt Me, David Goggins. Really good book. Would recommend.
Yep.
Here we go. The most important conversations you'll ever have are the ones you'll have with yourself. Now, Ron, what does that mean for you?
Okay.
How does that quote, how do you swallow that quote?
Great question. I think that's a good quote to kick us off here. The most important conversations you have are with yourself. I think, how do I think about that right off the top of my head? Mm-hmm. And this is live, on the spot, raw, uncut. This is like first time kind of we went through this. So my opinion on that quote. I would say that quote means, for me, that the most important conversations at the end of the day, like you have to be, in order to grow as a human being, you need to listen to yourself and be introspective. And if you're not, and you're just going out in the world and just buzzing around, little wordplay there, but buzzing around, not, just going through life, not really thinking about what you're doing and how those actions might affect you or other people. And you're not conscious or grounded or rooted in your own mind, and you're not mindful, then that can have a lot of consequences, whether that's to you or to other people around you. And you're just not really seeing life through, you're seeing life through other people's eyes instead of your own. In terms of like, it's kind of hard to explain, but you're kind of just like a plastic bag in the wind almost, right? And it's like, if you don't have that time where you're bringing it back to yourself every day, or, you know, at the end of the day, like, how you got to ask yourself when you lay your head on that pillow at night, you know, how did I do everything I could today to make myself a better person, to learn from other people, to learn from myself? Like, what did I do today that I didn't like about my day or myself? What are my goals? Like, you're basically, if you're not, you know, looking inwardly and having that time to kind of, you know, look introspectively, then you're not going to grow as a person, you know?
Okay.
And that's bottom line. So that's what I think, like, right off the top of my head.
At the end of the day, you're kicking back, you're sitting down, you're by yourself, and you're thinking, you're having, like, an inner monologue about your day-to-day.
Yep.
Okay. And you're reflecting.
Yes, reflecting.
Okay, that's interesting.
Because that's how you learn. Go ahead.
For me, what that quote means is, like, you know, you got, like, the busy brain.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard to decipher what's even going on up there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, a good example is, like, you could be listening to a song and you don't even realize the song's playing because your brain's so loud, but you don't even really know what's going on inside of your brain. It's literally just kind of like chaos. That ever happened to you?
Yeah, like
You're
mumbo
kinda
jumbo.
just like
yeah.
roll, you know? But it's being able to stop, notice, and listen to the thoughts that are going on inside of your head. Because it is really important to be able to direct or channel or, you know, guide those thoughts, or just listen even sometimes. Those thoughts that, you know, are in your head. And, you know, I don't know, I just think it's really interesting because, you know, that voice inside of your head, or those thoughts that you have,
are telling you something.
Right, and they really do affect your day-to-day. You could, you know, have, like, a really, like, negative voice one day. You know what I mean?
And you're like, oh, shit, why am I feeling so down? Or, like, in the dumps, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And it really comes back to those that, you know, root causes. Your mind, and we talked about this off camera, but your mind's so powerful, right?
Yeah.
Like, really everything that's going on in your brain is important because there's so many, it affects your whole mood. It affects how you view life, how you live your life. Like, and it's important to sit back and, like, have those conversations with yourself. And everyone has irrational thoughts. I have irrational thoughts here and there, you know. Yeah. But I think it's important to sit with yourself. Let those go, those anxious, irrational thoughts go. And then sit with yourself and your real emotions and thoughts and really decipher, okay, what do I need to look into a little bit more? What do I, you know, what's just like, whatever, that's fine. Like, brush it off. Like, you kind of, it's almost a way of, like, self-therapy.
Well, yeah, 100%. Because if you're having those negative thoughts, it's not a bad thing. It's normal. People have them. There's nothing wrong with you, right? But it's being able to kind of change those into a more positive thought pattern. And that's, you know, that's going to be really helpful. And then also, like, in times of struggle, like, bringing that voice in and from a place of strength. That's going to help you, you know,
in those
moments. So, yeah, those conversations that you have with yourself are super important, you know, manifesting, all that shit. Like, it's important. That's why I wanted to bring up that quote today. And I think the Buzz of the Day segment.
That's Buzz of the Day. We got.
No. I love it.
Cheers, bro.
Let's cheers on that.
Cheers, bro.
Grab your spinnies. Grab your coffee. Grab your yerba mate.
Grab whatever you're throwing in. Upper decky.
Take a hit. Water. Whatever it is.
Salsa water, soda. So
grab it. Hit it.
So that was it. I hope you guys took a little bit something away from that. That's my perspective, Ronan, and that's Aiden's perspective on that quote. I think it can mean the beautiful thing about life is that we're all our own individuals and our own human beings. We're all growing and striving to learn from each other, and we each. It's cool to listen to other people's perspectives. So give that quote, run it through your heads a few times, and comment or like or comment below, like, you know, how that quote resonates with you.
Absorb
and what you guys
it
think.
as you will.
Yeah.
But okay. So now
that's Buzz of the Day.
Let's reroute back into episode 6 here. Buzz of the Day. Appreciate you guys. Now we're on this episode 6. Where did we leave off? Last time we were in the fucking desert.
With the fucking deer.
With the deer, with the lizards. Holy
shit.
Lizard! No, that was good. It was a good episode. I liked that.
Yucca Valley. Shout out Yucca Valley, Joshua Tree National Park. That was a great last episode, guys. Please check it out.
It was a
if
good
you haven't, episode 5.
Episode 5.
Journey across the country.
Yep. So, we left off there. Now, we were headed to San Diego. We were moving Roan in. And then, we said we were going to check back on you guys once we got our virtual pod running. I just want to let you know, we have the virtual pod figured out. We got a bunch of new equipment, better microphones,
better headset, better audio interface. I actually bought a new computer just for this podcast. Okay, we're super invested in this, and you guys out there. So
there were some kinks we needed to iron out, and they are ironed out, and we got it figured out. And
finally figured out.
Super stoked, really excited. And, so Roan's home on vacation for Christmas time.
Came home to see the family and be back east for a little bit, and then I fly out in a few days back to San Diego. So this will be our one episode we're back together in person for the foreseeable future. And then, I'll be in San Diego. We'll do split screen, and it'll be great. So we can continue the pod out there.
We actually did a split screen pod. It came out good.
Really good.
There were, I like the interface. I like how it came out. You can see like both of our faces at the same time. It's basically like this with a line in between and different backgrounds.
Yep, good
We
lighting.
kept it pretty simple. We both have the same microphone, so the audio, it's going to be like way better than this in previous episodes, because right now it's just we're here and it's open and it's vast and it's absorbing a lot. But we have podcast mics now that you're up in it and it's way more personal
and better audio.
Yeah.
So it's great.
We're stoked.
We've worked this out for you guys, and let's just take you a little bit.
So do you want to go back to San Diego, run them through just briefly San Diego, my times in San Diego, then we'll go into how your past 3 months have been in San Diego, and then we can kind of just let that unfold.
Let that marinate there for the audience and us.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's kind of touch on. So I'll take it here.
Yeah.
So Aiden drove out with me cross country from Denver to last stop, as you guys saw, was in Yucca Valley, Joshua Tree. We made the 2.5-hour drive to San Diego, where I now live, now resident out there. It's great, beautiful weather. We'll get into that. But we stopped in. Our first stop was Laguna Beach, Orange County.
Where'd we go?
Laguna Beach. We went right to the Melon Hat store. Check it out.
Hold up.
Shout out Melon.
Shout out Melon Hat. Okay, so what did I get there, you're asking? I got this corduroy melon.
Yep.
Okay, it's a collab with
Sweet.
Dylan Efron. Alright, so a little blue, a little pink.
Yep.
Nice little quote in there. It says, "It all starts outside." Love that. It's corduroy. It's really nice.
Great hat.
It's the Hydro Odyssey, so it's still waterproof. You can wash it and stuff. It's a really nice hat. Shout out Melon.
Shout out Melon. So we stopped in Laguna Beach, one of the factory stores, or I guess one of the factory stores, one of the corporate stores from Melon in Laguna Beach. That was our first
the headquarters,
stop.
Right?
Yeah, shout out to the workers working there. Super dope. Then we drove down the PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, all the way from Orange County down to San Diego. Cool drive, lots of traffic, big, different highways are so wide compared to out here on the Cape. We have like Suicide Alley. It's literally one road.
No shoulder.
No, yeah.
Just a brutesy out there.
Literally, it's just Fibbo.
Yeah.
So
Hit.
Let me get a hit.
Yep.
But so San Diego, I'm living in San Diego. It's awesome. Weather's beautiful. Recommend. Aiden spent 4 nights out in San Diego with me, getting settled in.
4 days, 3 nights.
Huge shout out to this guy right here.
Okay, so what did we do?
What did we do?
I'm taking it here. All right, so day 1. We had some things to do. Food, Staples run, get a desk,
bedding.
This and that, bedding. Just like moving him into his new pad kind of deal. But then we surfed.
Surfed at
Swami's.
Yep, Swami.
Shout out Kat. Appreciate you, Kat. She let me use her board. Showed us the spot. We surfed. It was insane. Pretty average, kind of small day out there, but so fun. Water was warm.
What a great break, huh?
Swami's. Nice rights. I was going left.
Were you?
Why not?
Johnny on the spot. Why not, guys? You heard it here first. You can go left at Swami's.
Hey! Okay, yeah, no. So we surfed. It was
butter!
Awesome. Yep. But, no, it was good. And then, surfed a couple other spots like Cardiff Reef, La Jolla Shores.
Tourmaline.
Swami's, Tourmaline.
Pacific Beach.
That was it. But I loved it out there. I really loved it. The weather was awesome. The food was awesome. The
A lot of
people
Mexican.
were awesome. A lot of Mexican food.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just young there. It's like everyone's fucking buzzing.
Young energy, young vibe,
Oh
good energy.
my god. There's a lot of opportunity to thrive out there.
Yep.
But there's also a lot of opportunity to fucking decline fast out there. And that brings me to my next point, was the bar scene, which we were basically jumping out of the fucking gym ready to go right when we got there. The first night.
We went to PB Shore Club right on the PB boardwalk.
Oh!
Crazy place. Wednesday night. All right, we get there.
Would you recommend?
One of everyone there. No.
No.
Wouldn't recommend.
Sorry, PB Shore Club.
But, I'll probably be there once or twice more. But, who knows, Johnny Rocco.
Why not?
Rocco!
So, yeah.
But, yeah.
We showed up. We met a couple of friends there. Didn't go well. We probably spent about 10 minutes with them.
Then we dipped.
The group. Couple of cool dudes.
No, we met some cool dudes.
A couple of cool dudes. It's sticking up. Wait. Yeah. Couple of cool dudes. One guy at Colorado skier was cool. Yeah. Anyways, we kind of just refrained and then evac'd. Okay.
We evac'd.
So then we went to the other side of the bar, and what did we see? We saw people blowing goldfish through straws. In like this water track. It was a shit show, basically. We went out to a couple of other bars.
Yeah.
A little bit more tasteful.
A little better, but not too much better.
So, yes, the nightlife is prominent in San Diego, as I'm sure you've heard or if you've been.
There's a party every night. You can go out every night, and there'll be people out if you want. Yeah, so it's dangerous. Wild. It's a slippery slope.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you could really fucking decline if you want. But also, like, you're out there, you got a HIIT workout class you like to go to, you got a boxing gym you go to.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, yoga.
Sauna.
Right? Sauna.
You gotta fit.
You got the UV shit out there. There's beaches. There's sun. There's so many so many opportunities to thrive.
Yep.
Because that's what you get when you put a bunch of fucking people in one place, especially young people too.
You can either go up or down, boys. What do you girls? What do you guys want to do? Right?
100%.
You want to take your life to the next level, or you just want to become stagnant?
Let's go.
Let's go. What do you guys want to do?
Yep.
And that's the most important thing. It's like, surprising or not, but I get shy a little bit. But I'm like, you know what, Ro? Fucking do it. Get out of your comfort zone. Just go. Show up.
Yeah.
And you just end up going. You form some good friendships, bond with people, and you go.
Tell them about the fucking Friendsgiving.
Oh!
Okay, wait. So he told me this story, and after we hung up, I was thinking to myself, and I was like, wow, I don't know if I would have done that as an individual. Given that opportunity, same circumstances, I don't know if I would have had the guts or the bravery to go.
I was very anxious.
But
very anxious.
Go ahead, tell him. So it was awesome.
So the
really
gym,
cool.
pretty big. It's called Fitness Collective. Shout out you guys, Fitness Collective. Great gym, great people who work there. It's like, a lot of people go there in San Diego, right? So I got in there right away, right when I moved there, like after Aiden left the first week. Started a membership, started going to the HIIT workout classes. Boom, great stuff. Bunch of cool young people, old, like everyone. And yeah, so I was probably about a month into my new gym, and then Thanksgiving came, and I was out there for Thanksgiving, or I think the week before Thanksgiving. So I was out there a month working out there for a month, and new gym. I don't know anyone out there. I moved out there by myself. I don't know really anyone in the neighborhood. Barely know my roommate. So it's like a little nerve-wracking, getting to know new people. Like, it's tough, even with someone like me who can talk to people pretty easily. Like, it's still challenging to, build those relationships and just, like, get out of your comfort zone, because everything's so new. And it seems like this big, wide world out there compared to what we come from here on the Cape. But yeah, so there's this thing, Friendsgiving, and I saw it up on the board one day, and it was like the 19th or 20th, and everyone was like, they're like, hey, show up, bring a friend or two, bring food, bring drinks. And I was like, fuck, well, I don't have a friend or two to bring. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I knew, like, myself, a year ago or 2 years ago, I wouldn't have done this because I'd be too scared. But, I was like, this is new me, life's short. Might as well there's nothing to lose, everyone's focused on themselves. Just fucking, just go do it. Just go. And you'll handle yourself. So, Pretty nervous. The night I remember I picked up like $4.99 like a box of like cookies from Trader Joe's, like sugar cookies from Trader Joe's. And I was like, fuck it. I didn't want to go. I was like waiting in my room, like about to get dressed. Like, fuck, I really don't want to go. I don't know anyone. I don't know how it's going to be. You know, your mind starts racing, right? And it's like, you put together all these scenarios of like awkward interactions, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Stop being a bitch. Just go, sack up, and be a man. And got my clothes on, went to Trader Joe's, got cooked. Even though that's the most important thing to understand, guys, about this, I was still really nervous. And didn't want to go, but I still went, and that's the most important thing. It's like when you feel like you want to go or don't want to go, those are usually the things like
the resistance.
Those are usually things you want to push through in life because a lot of people are comfortable and don't do that. And that's what I realized about myself. Where I'm like, no, you just want to be comfortable and safe, and just go.
So you showed up.
I showed up. I'm like, hey, what's up? And just literally these two women at the gym were just like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, are you on the list? I go, no, I didn't know there's a list. They're like, oh, okay, that's fine. So I was like, okay, woo. So yeah, I just walked in and started talking to people, man, and just, I was by myself, but I just made it happen. But moral of the story is, just go and
just go. Right, as small of a thing as it may seem to the third party, I'm sure you've all been in a position where you feel that resistance, and you might be a little scared to do something, right? That speaks volumes that you went and did that. As small as it might seem to you guys, you've been in a situation like that, and you've bailed. I've been there. You've been there. Just go. Show up. Because you're going to reap the benefits if you do. And I when you told me that, I fuck with it. I love it, man. That's some good shit.
Appreciate that. It was.
But okay, so
so that was that.
That was that.
San Diego. Right? We'll bring it back. So there's two different paths you can go down, right? You can go down the party scene in San Diego, get lost in the sauce, or you could, you can find your group of people in those people who are into health and wellness and you know all that stuff. And that's the people you want to surround yourself if you want to better your life and take care of yourself and start to build, your foundation as a human being and as a man. I'm 25, looking to elevate and ascend in this life. So, so that's what I've been doing. I'm excited to go back in a few days here. But basically, so San Diego, the bar scene, it's pretty crazy, as you guys can imagine. We just talked about it a little bit. There are a cool few spots that we kind of did all like
just the evap, like the hyped up spots.
The hyped up spots. But I bet there's some, like, I've been to other spots, like, in the meantime, or some cool like speakeasy, some underground bars. Like there's some cool spots out there. You just kind of got to find it, and it takes a little bit of time.
No doubt. It's such a mixing pot. That's why there's so much good food and stuff like that. But I really liked San Diego. Yeah. It's awesome. You can definitely thrive out there. It is expensive, yes, but you're paying for what you get, in my opinion. In my opinion, too. Yeah. It's just a beautiful place. Yep. It really is a beautiful place. There's a reason it's so sought after. Right? Yeah, I mean, there's a reason. It is right. It's correct. I mean, it's a beautiful place. Yeah. It's just the lifestyle out there is. If you want to change the scenery and you want to just try something new, like go to a place like San Diego, right? It's like. It's just so different, and it's so different from where we're from. Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's like. Here, yes, you can ascend and descend just like San Diego, but I feel like it's pretty amplified out there. Here, it's the everyone's so old. Dude, the average age, I think, is 65 or 70. Yeah, like on Cape Cod. Like, there's no one our age in the mid-20s kind of doing, like, what we're doing. So it's hard to kind of... It's insane. Yeah. But I love it here. This place is home. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's definitely like it was probably it was probably huge for you, like crazy for you to see like a whole nother world, like going out there. Yeah. And I know you've traveled many places before. Yeah. But for you, like, what was the biggest takeaway? This is a question for Aiden. What was the biggest takeaway from like seeing Cape Cod compared to like San Diego? So what surprised you the most? I mean, nothing really surprised me, but the takeaway, I realized, like, we both love, like, J. Cole. Yeah. Like, listening to him, like, grew up in North Carolina.
And then he moved to New York City,
And he
went to
moved-
St. John's.
Right.
To the big city to chase his dreams.
He moved to New York to chase his dreams.
Didn't know anyone.
Right? Didn't know anyone.
Struggle paying rent with this guy, Muhammad.
Right. And leaning all to the left. You know that one?
No.
Oh, come on. At Muhammad Crib.
Oh, at Muhammad Crib?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, I know Cole World.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, he left and he chased his dreams and he went to New York. And there's a reason people go to these condensed areas.
Literally a melting pot.
Right. There's a lot of people, right? And he went there to chase his dreams, to make connections, to put himself out there. And it's like that here on Cape Cod is really tough because
It's almost like non-existent.
it's like
Right?
everyone's pretty like
In their own bubble. They have their own
Right,
group of
they
friends
ha-
they grew up with from high school and middle school.
or you bring it even further than that. There's families, and they have their
They just hang out with their family.
and they go to work, and it's like very like it's like older people that they got grandchildren. They're really
lot
not
of
trying
lops-
to make new connections
No.
or buzz or really. And there's nothing wrong with that, but someone like me or someone like Ronan,
Who needs that?
you need that, especially if you have aspirations, if you have goals and you want to achieve. You need to be able to surround yourself with a similar people with a similar mindset. And I don't even want to like put it into a box of like similar age, but that does help because usually, like I said, like when you got grandchildren, you already made it and you did your life and you created that, you're chilling, So you get
It's
people
like the most you're going to do in a day is walk to the beach.
right. So when I went out there, I realized like, wow, this is one of those places you can go to chase your dream. You know what I mean? Because if you want to reinvent and advertise yourself, your brand, your passion, your purpose, you gotta be in a place like San Diego, New York, like in these condensed areas because there's so much more opportunity. Like, I'm not a city guy. I love Cape Cod. I love how quiet it is and quaint and just, I love being by myself. It's peaceful. It's nice. But it's not going to get, as much, like, I can't go and walk Main Street Orleans and try and, sell hand out cards to Quad Shot Podcast. But if you went on PB Boardwalk, and started you know what I mean? Like you're having a completely different experience. Completely different experience. And that's
actually a great idea.
That was my
Maybe
biggest
business cards?
Well, you know what I mean. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
That was my biggest takeaway from there, and it just made me realize, like, wow, like, this is such a great opportunity for you. You know what I mean? You're there, and it's amazing. But don't get me wrong. Like I said, I love home. This place is beautiful. I like being by myself. And another takeaway I got from San Diego is I feel like it'd be hard to find those alone moments.
Yeah.
Like here, I can just, drive down the road and go for a walk. And I'm completely by myself. And I love that. I love that so much. All I hear is that wind blowing through the trees and the ocean crashing in the distance. And that is something that I value a lot. I think it's really important to have a little bit of isolation. So that was another big takeaway I had. And there's that balance, right? There's that balance of that fast pace. You need both.
And I think you can in both environments create both.
100%.
In San Diego
100%.
you can have that alone time. I would say out here it's hard to.
How do you find that out there?
Very good. I like that question. What I do out there, if I need some alone time,
Yeah.
and I'm crazy all day, not like, jumping from event to event, boom, 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 surfing to going to the gym to working. Usually, what I'll do is I'll go watch the sunset somewhere.
Okay.
Sunset somewhere, go watch the sunset and just kind of relax and breathe and kind of, not like active meditation, but like just kind of be with myself.
But you're still surrounded by a bunch of people. No?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you hear
that's
the
okay.
family's conversation. So you have to.
Oh, but here it is.
You have to kind of isolate in.
You do internally.
Okay.
Or I'll go to the yoga studio I go to. They have a sauna and a cold plunge. So,
that's nice.
Yeah, so
Just
I'll
go
sauna.
evap in the sauna.
Yeah, I'll go get my own sauna time in. And there's rarely people in there. If they are, they don't talk. So I'll just by myself in my own thoughts, thinking about what I need to do better. Or the ride home, cold plunge. There's plenty of different places to go, you know. And I would say it's hard, but I think right now in my life, and this is also a good point. I think I want you to think about this too. Right now in my life, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be comfortable.
Yeah, but it's not being... Because some people don't want to be alone because it makes them uncomfortable. They don't want to sit with their own thoughts. So they find themselves going out and doing things or calling somebody. Like, I've done this before. Like, you're alone in your house and...
You don't want to sit with your thoughts, so you call someone.
Yeah, you're just kind of like looking around. You're like, what the fuck do I do? It's raining out. You just finished cleaning. You have nothing to do. And you're like, so you just call somebody. Just to, like, take your mind off of yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Honestly,
or you play a song.
Yeah, also what I do is, like, if it's, like, nighttime and I've been going all day, like, I'll get into bed early at, like, 8:39, light my candle, turn the lights off.
Okay.
And just, like, have no phone, just, like, no phone time and just, like, sit in bed.
Phone time. We should talk about this.
I put the phone down. I just kind of, like...
I want to talk about
this. Or I'll
this.
journal.
So, journaling's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't do it enough. I just downloaded this app. It's called Opal.
Opal? How do you spell that?
O-P-A-L.
Oh, Abruzzi, okay.
Opal.
Shout out John Franco, Capo d'Italia, my guy.
All right.
Blowtorch!
What Opal does, basically it blocks you from accessing distracting apps. So...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I need this.
Dude.
I need this. Does it help?
I haven't told you about this?
Nah, bro.
Oh,
right. Fucking hit it. Sipper.
Okay. So.
Striper. Sorry.
Opal. Every time I go to, like, click on Instagram, it comes up with some, like, random message. Like, I'll just do it right now. Ready? I'll go here.
Are you on? Is it on right now?
It's on. So, Instagram. Boom. Opal pops up. 100 million hours saved and counting from all Opal customers globally. And it just pops up with another...
Dude, I'm downloading. So, shout out Opal if you want to sponsor. Get the boys on.
Boom.
Y'all rock.
Instagram light bulb. Instagram is having a light bulb moment. You should too. Go have some creative time. Okay? So it just pops up with that.
Yeah, bro. That's me, bro.
So you can set this on any app. Right now, what I'll do here is I'll give you a little...
Yeah, I'm downloading this right now.
So, yep, this is the app. It's called...
Where is the evap?
No. We'll do it after. Come on. So my screen time today is 30 minutes. 37 minutes. That's great. 24 minutes of it was on Spotify, and then 18 minutes of it was on YouTube.
What were you doing on YouTube?
Looking at the surf cam. Basically, what I have
the gist.
What I have Opal doing is blocking Instagram from like 8 a.m. to like 8 p.m. all day. I have 30 minutes in the morning before I go to work.
To evap.
To just evap, which is, I mean, it's nice. I'm basically looking at like surf clips and like,
because you got to go to the barber, get to the barbershop at 8.
Yeah, exactly. So from 7:30 to 8:30, I'll usually go.
You still doing AG1?
Yeah. Let's stay on topic here though, right? Okay. And then from like, I think it's 6:30 to 7:30, I have another 30-minute window I can go on Instagram. But this is big. This is big. I noticed the change in my brain and my habits because I just evap, scroll, swipe over on my home screen, swipe, folder, and click Instagram without even thinking about it with the app downloading, and it tells me how many times it's blocked. The first day, I think it blocked me like 18 times from because I just literally just
went
autopilot click the app, but it blocked me from going.
Good.
So it was good. But no, I think that's really, really important. Yes, Instagram is an amazing tool.
Platform.
It's a great platform. Business tool, stuff like that. But I think it's really important to try and lessen screen time. These apps. This app told me it took all of my screen time averages and whatever, and it added them up, and then it said I would spend 3 years of my life looking down at my phone if I continued to have the screen time that I did. I don't have a big screen time. even before I had the app. I'm not that guy who's fucking 5 hours a day. Probably like 2. And, an hour of it's Spotify. Or whatever. You know what I mean? But now it's down to like 30 minutes, or like 45 minutes a day. I use my phone as a phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm grateful to have Instagram as a platform so we can reach you guys with this podcast.
With Quad Shop
YouTube,
Podcast. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, use those as tools because you could just get sucked into this abyss of fucking scrolling. And it's so, like, I don't know. I notice a huge difference for me. You know what I mean?
I think I'm honestly I'm going to try that. I need to try that.
Try it, man.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Opal. Shout out Opal. This isn't even fucking sponsored. I dig it. All right?
It's a great idea.
I dig it.
Especially in our day and age with technology is everywhere.
It's pretty wild, man. Like, screen time's a huge thing, right? So
I was at, okay, here's another thing on that. I was at Christmas Eve dinner.
Yep.
No, it doesn't matter where it is. But I was at dinner the other night, Christmas Eve, right? And there was this like 13-year-old iPad kid. He was running around. He's at dinner. He was just running. He was tweaking. He was running around with his iPad at dinner, at Christmas Eve dinner.
So fucked.
Just on his iPad. And I'm like,
what are we teaching these kids? Now we're teaching...
If I'm a parent, I'm yanking that shit out of my kid's head.
Oh my God. Bring back fucking abuse. Just kidding.
Stop.
Oh, shit. Okay, listen. That was a joke. Clear the slate here. But honest to God, now we're teaching children that an iPad distraction is more important than family time, conversation. This kid's going to be fucking useless when it comes to conversating and sitting down and having a conversation because he just literally all of that is stripped away from him.
Yep.
Where's the family time? Where's the now appreciation for, like, I get it being a rebellious teenager, like everybody goes through that phase, that tries to like go hang out with their friends rather than family time. Like a lot of people go through that phase and that's fine. I get it. But now we're talking about a fucking 10-year-old sitting at dinner with his family on a fucking iPad. What does that do to their brain? I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm not a neuroscientist, but I know it's fucking fucked up. I know it's bad. I know it's not good. He's not even interacting with his family or the waiter. My son or my daughter, they're fucking ordering their own shit.
Yep. They're going to learn how to talk to another human being.
That's so important.
Yeah.
What is wrong
with crazy
these parents? Like, Rowan, shut the fuck up. I don't want you talking. I don't want you fucking crying, making a scene. Here's an iPad. Play fucking Saga Crush.
It's crazy how successful you can be in this day and age and outbeat everyone in competition, even in jobs, if you just like know how to hold a conversation and be relatable and connect with someone. If you can do that and you're polite and you have a little charisma, like it can go a long way.
Take the fucking iPad away. Okay? Teach them how to use it for good because you didn't have this shit growing up. You didn't have the iPhone or the iPad growing up. It can be used to sharpen the mind. It can be used as a tool. It can be used in... This is the way the world's going. So now this is how your son, your daughter is going to make a living, right? So teach them that. Don't teach them to just fucking evaporate into the abyss of scrolling and just... It's nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense. If you don't see how bad it is for your children...
Then you're the problem.
Do better.
Yeah.
Do better. I'm not even kidding. This gets me so fired up.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay? And if you disagree with me, I'm sorry. But let's talk about it. I want to hear your opinions, okay? Comment down below. What
do you guys think?
This gets me so fired up, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just crazy.
That's good. I remember I think in middle school and I got my first phone, but it was like a flip phone.
Yeah.
And all I could do on my phone is text and call.
The Motorola Razr.
Yeah, like something like that.
And the Juke, you remember the one that went like this? You remember that shit?
Yeah.
That's, okay, you're getting all the chicks if you got the Juke.
Yeah.
You go, hey, honey, put your number in my phone. Or the chocolate, you remember the chocolate? That one went like this. Slid up like that.
Yeah, that was a good one, too.
That was cool. But yeah, no, we grew up with, we were on the cusp, right?
Yeah, we just missed it. I'm glad we didn't have that shit when I was...
I am too.
TikTok was not around when we were growing up.
No fucking way, man. And it's good because I was outside with a stick pretending it was like an assault rifle
or a sword.
With my
playing lightsabers.
Yeah, with my brother.
I was outside
like across and we're like get low. And we had airsoft guns.
Yeah, we were
playing war and stuff. Like,
man, I remember
dude,
I got manhunt, bro.
Why do kids play war? Isn't that? Let's talk about this. I just had a weird thought.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like growing up, like me and my brothers, like we had airsoft guns, and like we'd have our friends over who had airsoft guns, and we do like 5v5.
Dude,
like,
Brennan and I used
play
to too.
war. You know what I mean?
And
Like
1v1, dude.
You're sniper in the back. You know, like
I just think it's in our nature.
I think it's so embedded in us.
And yeah.
It's really weird. Like
as you know,
we found joy in creating.
I think
scenario. No one's dying, obviously, but like
I think to feel alive too, and be like feel like you're living in that moment, and like it just you need something that like gets your mind up and going in your body, and it's like you have a goal in mind. Like you need to always be, and that's why people sometimes fall off the path is they're not reinventing themselves. There's not that goal, you know, and they're trying to reach. Like you had the goal in those 5v5s to kill, like to beat the other team.
Yep, right.
And competition's healthy, you know. You need stuff
like that. Dude, it's so healthy.
So recommend. I grew up playing a bunch of different sports, you know, and I recommend that. Try everything. Try new things. Do things, you know, like get outside, meet new people. Like that's how to create a healthy mind and a healthy life. So but that's our takeaway. Did we cover everything?
Fuck the iPad, bro.
Yeah, iPad.
Use it as a tool.
It's just funny.
This is the way the world's going. Notice that, see that, and use it to your advantage.
But don't get sucked up in it like a tornado.
Yep. Get educated, see it for what it is. There's a really good documentary on Netflix. I forget what it's called.
Okay.
But it's all about social media and stuff like that. I completely forget what it's called, but it's good.
So check it out. So let's go back for a second and recap this. So San Diego, great time. Party scene's fun, different people. But just a melting pot of different people. It's like New York City, but on a lesser scale, a lot lesser scale. But
it's like the beach vibe, laid back. Everyone's
there's one of everyone out in San Diego. Get a hit. There's one of everyone in San Diego. It's a cool spot for sure. It's unique. It's different than where we're from. So great to be out there. I'm out there. We're gonna keep the virtual pod going. We're gonna keep it going. Buzz of the day was a huge success. I think today. Comment below what you think of that quote.
Right.
Anything
and also,
else?
Guys, remember. The buzz of the day isn't just, like, we're not just going to confine it to just quotes, right?
And do maybe a news article that resonates with us, like everything.
If you have something...
Send it to us.
If you have something...
DM us.
Yeah, exactly. Comment, DM, throw it out there.
Text us, whatever.
Send us a video, whatever. Let us know what you want to see on the buzz of the day and our opinions on it. And then, you know... Like, we're all for that. We love that.
Yeah.
We're here for it. So
we're here for it, boys. Let's go.
This is Quad Shop Podcast, episode number 6.
Yep.
Okay? Roan's back home. He's got a mullet. Big things on the horizon. Next podcast is going to be virtual, and I want to sincerely apologize for the extreme delay that we had in between episode 5 and episode 6.
But now we're back.
No excuses. We are back.
Full steam ahead. 2025. Here we go.
2025 is big. It's huge. We're ready for this shit. Quad Shop Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys, and we will catch you on the next episode. Stay blessed. Have a good new year. Peace out.